Need to reverse the camera.
There we go.
Better.
We did it. All right. So why don't you get started moving that?
Heavier than looks.
See, it's early in the U.S., so. Oh, look at you, mussels. Mateo mussels. All right, well, I guess we don't need to introduce everybody to this, but we're going to save this later. It's Sunday, August 11th, and the crew is off on Ferragosto. I've got a video coming up about, I should stand this way because my mic is on this side. I've got a video on what the heck Ferragosto is, but it's essentially the August holiday. And so we can be here without getting in the way, without getting bricks accidentally thrown on us. And we're on our mezzanine. And this is a room that we found the secret passageway to a room underneath us. But it's filled with stuff and interesting stuff, not like just like broken construction stuff that you can see is all around this mezzanine. So we're just having some fun because we're feeling a little bit useless since we don't get to work here. We got to stay out of their way. We pop by to get videos or maybe to work on things here or there. But today we're going to clean things out and maybe share some with you. So this is sort of like the room that they put stuff in. It's like the junk drawer, I think, room of the house.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Come si dice junk drawer room of the house in Italiano.
Non lo so, but yeah, we're going to be bringing stuff out of the junk drawer and
adding it to the pile.
Into the pile, and the pile you can't see, but it's already a massive pile of debris that needs to be taken away. Say that the debris budget, the debris removal budget on this project is already exceeded, all expectations, at least that we had.
It costs a lot of money to throw things away.
Because you pay
which
by
is fair.
Yeah.
But we can't. Oh, see, we have a toilet in here, so we're gonna pull this out, help clean this out for the guys. They didn't really ask us to, but we can do it, so why not?
And we'd like to get in there and get a better look.
And there might be things we want to keep, so we're gonna take a look at this. All right. All right.
Do you want to eyeball first and then I'll go to work?
And we'll be changing the video location every once in a while. So these were some old bottles that we wanted to keep or wanted to consider keeping. So why don't you put that, let me put consider keeps over by that door.
Over by here?
Yep, right there. To the right, to the right. Nope, that's to the left. There we go. To the right, to the right. Oh, we're going to need a shovel too. Okay. So this looks so much cleaner now. All right, so we've got a bunch of stuff over on this side. Do you want to get this toilet out first?
Yeah, watch yourself on the...
Yeah, I'm good.
Metal.
Toilet out first, and then let's bring out some of those things over there. Nobody's awake yet. One toilet. There you go. Laying it down. Okay, just there we go. I like that you stood up the toilet. Okay. Oh, that has prickers on it. You have the good gloves for that.
Yep, we'll pull it out.
Hey, piece of glass. Where do we put all of our pieces of glass? I feel like we had them in one place. But they've been moved. Okay.
It's heavy.
All right, so, oh my goodness, that is heavy. So we have a bottle, no mess, okay. Oh, must have been something that got solid. I was like, how did they get those big chunks of rock in this bottle? All right, this is just plain garbage. Looks like they're clean up from a job at some point. Like an old maybe paint. Old paint can or something. Who knows? It's sort of rusted over, so we can't see it.
Child's chair and book.
The heavy stuff is hard to carry because my gloves are slippery. We probably should maybe divide these things in, like what, I don't know if they've put the stone in a different place.
Yep.
In the, oh, this is sort of looks like it's a Grand Invenzione. I thought this was a kid's book, but it looks like ours. Unity di Mercoledì. And then very neat handwriting, and then somebody practicing their signature. Somebody Angelo. Ah, maybe Angelo Puglisi. Is that one of the owners? Did they sign their last name first? I'm guessing this is Puglisi Angelo.
Oh, sure.
Ah, fantastic. All right, that's fun. Oh, I'm not keeping up with you. Okay.
Watch out for the glass there.
Oh, another piece of glass, thank you. We'll put the glass with the glass. This is some wood and paper. Paper and plastic. Plastica. Oop, wrapped around a metal thing. All right, I'm gonna put plastica qui. It's plastic here. This is some like, I don't know why they didn't just throw it away. It doesn't have anything in it. This really is a junk. This is like a garbage junker. Plastica. Most likely a water thing, but I'm not going to test it out. And probably actually water, because it's like they did their own stucco work. Stucco. All right, what are these tiles? Oh, not these tiles. Oh, these are the drat. Okay, so we have tiles in here, but they're the old kitchen tiles, which are also all broken up here because we took them off. Because so these are a terracotta tile, but circa 1970s, and maybe not beautiful now, maybe beautiful then. Oh, this one looks different. What is this one? Oh, this is the white one. This is the old kitchen tiles. Mm-hmm. So those all got removed too. We would have saved those, but there weren't enough. Oh, look at that. Oh, that is refreshing.
Scotch whiskey.
Scotch whiskey. Okay, I don't need to keep these, but we'll just put them in with the glass. Fancy bottles, just liquor bottles. All right, so we can hold your ears, that, and that. Ooh, that's a fun big bottle. Oh, that had a little top on it. I think these are just some kind of, I don't know, drink bottle. This one is one that had like one of those little metal things. I'm not like just gonna keep these for no reason, but a couple of them might be nice to keep instead of deciding I want them later for some sort of way to decorate. I don't have to go buy new old ones. Hello for any, ooh, there's one of our little gecko lizard friends on the wall. For anybody who's just joined us, you're at our abandoned palazzo in Sicily, and we're on the mezzanine of the back of the house. If you've never been here before, this is a 31-room palazzo. 30 rooms as in anything that looks like a room. They don't have hallways where you just go from room to room. Anyways, we're doing some cleaning while our construction crew is out. And we're clearing out this little mezzanine, which is like a junk drawer room. Well, they're not. Look at you going. Vintage Pepsi.
And up on top of it, it says "Voto a perdere." I'm sorry, on the label. Which I don't quite understand. It's empty to lose. I don't know.
Interesting. I might just save this aside to take a picture of it because it's an interesting one. I don't need to keep it. And then some more liquor bottles. to give you an idea of sort of what we're finding. It's going to be, I mean, lived in the first floor of this for at least 10 years. And then it was one person for much longer. We're emptying out this mezzanine room. So we're not down at the garden. We're not up level in our Sicilian Palazzo here. And our crew is, construction crew is on vacation. So we can, sorry, every once in a while you're going to get a loud noise. So I love these tiles. I wish there were more and we didn't have to take down the ones that were there. But I probably would pick something similar to this. These are very old, but not super old, like 70s old probably. But they have a nice bevel to them. I think they're cute, but we have like, a lot of them were cracked and in bad shape that were up there, and then they had added on ugly ones next to it that sort of were the same size, but not the same. And then they got pulled. Oh, this is interesting, Matt. These were somewhere at some point because there's like paint on them. So, yeah.
It's the color of the bathroom. But
yeah. So, I don't know. At some point, something, they pulled them off. It could have been, sorry guys, just moving tiles into our already heavy duty tile place here. And Matt's just in here doing all the back breaking. Oh, it's a nice leather bag with a gas cap. Do you need a gas cap? This is the fun part. Why are we doing this and not like our contractors? Because they don't care. I mean, I'm looking at this and enjoying it for 2 minutes, but it's still fun. It's still totally fun. Okay, so ripped bags. I don't have a ripped bag pile yet. Rosso Antico. So we're going to need a Metallico pile. Put that next to the glass pile, the plastic. So yeah, so this has been abandoned for a while. Upstairs, we don't know how long they lived upstairs. Family or a woman lived downstairs. We've met her great-granddaughter and some of her granddaughters. And so what we're going to find in here, who knows? A little bit of everything, kind of a junk drawer. And some of these, like, I don't know if it's old or new. It's dirty. But that we don't need to save, but we'll get it recycled into the right batch. I am having whatever these, oh, this is funny. This one has a beetle and a worm in it. I might dump that out. I need to find out what, this looks like, oh my gosh, I can't get the beetle out of this one. Ew. Okay, I might just recycle that one. But I need to find out what kind of drink this used to be. I don't see anything like this in the stores these days, but very interesting. Okay, we've got wood. How are you doing in there, Matt?
I'm okay.
Oh, like, okay, we got the seat of an old chair. Guess is they saved this because they were going to redo it at some point and probably find the other few pieces in there, but didn't. It's interesting. It's like caning, but like less expensive caning. It's done with like a jute rope. All right, wood crates. So you'll find stuff like this all over because a lot of families made their own wine, or somebody in the family made their own wine, and so, or they picked their own vegetables and they needed something to like put them in. So this is IKEA, old-fashioned IKEA equivalent of like something to put your plums in. This house has, oh, that's our other kitchen tile. And there's the other kitchen tile. I'll go back to the plums in a second. So again, this isn't that old. We think when you look at the back, it's probably 70s, 80s. We don't know what was in there originally, but it's probably the room that was the most used, so it got changed first. We've got a little bit of a hose, call that plaque. So yeah, this house has a beautiful plum tree. It had a cocky tree, which is persimmon, that got cut down when we had to take the pines down. But we have an ornamental, or like a Asian cocky, so they're small. What else? We've got grapes, and we've got loquats. which is not the, I don't know if it's part of the kumquat, but it's like a peach more. Oh, I should be looking at those. Those should be coming up soon. Oh, look, they just kit plastic bags. I mean, we all have this. This is international. Your plastic bag filled with bags.
I
never know when you need
filled
that.
the bags. They were all individual.
Oh, okay. So Matt just made it the international symbol for what do I do with these plastic bags. All right, would you like to come out for a minute?
Sure.
You want to tell me what you're seeing? Maybe you can for a little bit. I mean, you can talk anytime you have a mic on.
I do, and I believe that they're probably hearing all of my grunting as I bend over and pick up stuff. But
we call those the old man noise.
it's interesting.
This is really cool. So this is obviously part of a door. I think we should just save this just in case.
That's what they said. We might need some lock hardware.
Yeah.
So let's just save that piece just in case.
Just for now. Maybe we can put this part down by the doors down there. Because the other ones here's the issue, is we have this on other doors, but they've been painted over and over and over. And this one isn't painted over. So it could be that would be easier to do. And that's just a piece of wood.
Yep.
So, all right. So
Here,
Matt,
go take a look and
I'll
give direction as to what you'd like to
Sure.
see brought out next.
yeah, if you can be entertaining for the folks.
Oh, I can't be entertaining, but
Oh,
I can talk.
Okay.
So it's it's not a tall room. Like you got to bend over to be in there, but yeah, you can see it's an odd variety of things that they've stored in there over the years. From where do we put the extra tiles after we tile the room to where we put our old whiskey bottles. Any number of different things in this junk drawer, and there is a video someplace where we. If I point it down this way, if you go in the door and to the left, there's a hole, and there's a sort of an empty room underneath this whole mezzanine. So that's part of the attraction of
very much.
of getting this cleaned out, is getting better, nicer access to the real mystery room, which is down below my feet here.
Well, I think, Matt, this is looking good. If you want to change direction, we can take this.
Yep.
Oh, that's the log. Is that the log we're saving?
I have no idea.
That
what
might
we're
be the
saving
log.
for.
Okay, so that is, show the end to that. That is, I think, part of the
tree.
The tree we had to cut down. So this is a Norfolk Island, and it has like a center that's a different color. And you showed that to them?
Yeah.
I don't want to throw that away.
Oh, okay. Where do you want
saving
it? I don't know where it goes.
Okay, that's all right. Come on out. Okay, so both in the branches and down the spine, it has a coloration, and I've seen some pictures of it. I'm sorry, I have a drip going right down my nose. And you can, when you turn it and shine it and stuff, you can get out like a blue and a red color, which is very interesting. I don't turn anything yet. I don't own a lathe, but those of you who know me know that won't stop me yet. Actually, I really would like to get a lathe, craft one in like 2 years when all of this is done, or 4 or 5 years. But when we chopped it down, we just saved a couple that we could really see that in both ends. And I had to hide it so that they wouldn't throw it away. We'll put that over there. So Matt, I'm thinking, I wish we had our little stools up here so that you could sit. I don't know if you feel comfortable sitting on that. But yeah, getting those tiles out, I think, are more of the old tiles.
Yep.
Are mixed in there. I've got a bunch that I pulled out, and they're under all this rubble. But I think there are probably more. And I can show them off. Whoa. Okay. Oh, smush my finger. He didn't, I did. Again, more of these. Oh, I should show you this. You actually are coming to us directly from, we have a beautiful shrine here. At the end of this, I'll probably show the shrine. And there's nothing in the shrine. There's a cross on top. The shrine is empty, but this was in it. It's the shrine to the, this is a paintbrush. I think this is it's like a stucco brush. But that's going in the, the to keep pile. So more of those older kitchen tiles. Oh, and this is a good example. Oh, no, this is something different. I was going to say this was the newer kitchen tile. I don't even think this one exists in the house anymore. Or maybe just with age. Yeah, maybe that's it. It got pitted. You see that? I don't think those little dots were there before, but I think this was the original kitchen tile. And then they found this one. So it was flat next to it. It just, I mean, they put this up, there probably weren't a lot of choices. So they did their best, but it's why it's not there anymore. And then this one, I am not sure. I'm going to keep this because this one might be underneath something that we need. I'm trying to think of where else this could be. Oh no, I'm just going to keep it for a little bit, not forever. Like,
doesn't look like the one that's up on the like under the water. Look at where I'm pointing.
mm-hmm.
On the terrace.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't look like that one that you can see in cross section, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure. So what's Matt saying is at some point they came in and waterproofed. Oh, that's behind where you are right now. It looks like they waterproofed over tiles and then put new tiles on top. I don't think, because those look thicker than this. We don't know where this one is yet. I'm saving it more just until we maybe can figure where it's from, so I can document what was here, and then I'll get rid of it because one tile does not do me a world of wonders. Okay, this has a lovely collection of what I like to call pigeon poop, but I think this is a solid terracotta, and I think we might have a couple of these that we need to repair, and it was on something at some point, so we'll save that into our good tiles to save pile. How's it going? Are you alive in there?
Yep.
What do we think of this? Oh, this is interesting. All right. If you're watching this and you know what this is, so got like a metal ring, and then the back has something so it wouldn't fall in somewhere.
Toilet seat?
Maybe it's a toilet seat. I don't know. Interesting. Things I don't save. All right, you got a whole bunch more of the same
Yeah,
kitchen
it's
tiles?
two kinds of tiles. Yeah.
All right, both of those 2 white kitchen tiles that we don't need. Hold your ears. Oh, if I throw them further, they're not as loud. Okay, that's not the same. Okay. Looks like more of our terracotta tiles that we may need. Because some of these we're pulling up. Oh, I don't know what that one is at all. Oh, that's marble. Here, let's see. Open my water bottle together. And I'll take a sip. Remember to hydrate. All right, let's see. Yeah. Yep. It's a piece of white marble. It's a piece of white marble. You just have to believe me because it doesn't actually look like white marble. You know, when I take up hand cutting. Oh, now my hands are sweaty on the inside and wet on the outside. Matt, do you need a drink of water?
I'm okay for now.
I might not offer you any later. Oh, you dinged up my thing. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
My fault. I put it in a bad spot. All right. Some more terracotta. Some more of that other one. Lots of kitchen tiles. Kitchen tiles. Kitchen tiles. You're not finding anything interesting, huh?
Not really.
Probably because I pulled all the ones out that were there. Too bad. But I'm glad we're getting this out now. Because the guys will be like,
styrofoam pile.
Oh, styrofoam pile. Good question. No, I will start one. I think there's another maybe big piece, not big, but bigger than this piece of styrofoam.
Broken glass.
Oh, broken glass. We'll put this in the... Okay, so when they do garbage here, in real life, not like construction garbage. Oh, burlap bag. It's interesting. What does it say?
Here's a nice terracotta.
Terracotta or one of our Cimentino?
I think terracotta.
Okay. I'm going to just save that to look at it later. Maybe wash it down and look at it Look at it. Yep, I got it. Fantastic. So you separate your day-to-day garbage into organic and as well as
there's a lot of liquid in that, a strangely amount of liquid.
Yuck. That's weird. So you set into organics and paper and plastic and metal and glass. And then what doesn't fit into one of those is called, I don't even know what it's actually called, indifferenza?
Yeah.
Indifferenza. But like I just did, I can't ever remember what it is. So we just make up a new title for it that starts with an I. So irregardless, the indisposable, the inadvisable. Looks like a chunk of marble.
Yep.
It's a nice thick chunk. It just hurts me to throw away marble until I know I don't need it. So we'll save that. Maybe at the end of all this, we're going to make marble coasters a way to pay for. Oh, okay. These gloves are just too gross now. As a way to pay for all the construction. So yeah, if you have any words that start with I that we can use in place of indefensible, indivisible, indivisible, invisible garbage, let us know, because we're running out of our own brilliant ideas. Okay. How you doing?
Good.
Let me know if you feel like we should change the, I don't have 3 hands, change the camera view, Matt. Or if you want to take a break at all, we can give them a trip around the room in there. Do you think the guys left shovels that we could borrow?
What's that?
Do you think there's shovels around that we can?
I would bet.
Okay. Because there's a lot of just like small bits and pieces in there that, I mean, we can pick up with our hands, but you can only fit so much in your hand, and we've been doing that forever. It is low. Italians, especially Sicilians, aren't known to be very tall people. I mean, there's always rules that are made to be broken. But you see pictures too. They've gotten taller over time. But it's just an old paint bucket. I don't think you can see this, but this is, I think, maybe the dining room color. So this hasn't been out a long time because it's also been wallpapered over and become a room. So that could be 40 years old. I don't know, but that's in the garbage pile. Yes, my dear.
This feels like one of your collages because it's got a little bit of newsprint or book.
Can you see that? Oh, they can see. They've got good eyes.
All right.
Yeah.
Tossing tile.
Tossing tile. Yeah, tile. If the further away you toss it, the better it is. So yeah, this looks like the bottom of maybe Parmesan flour or some kind of shaker. It's missing its top. I have a feeling somebody stole it to work with, or maybe it broke. Marble there. Yep. And Matachi. I forgot to bring like a towel to wipe my brow off. Yeah. Here, Matt, you should throw some tiles because it's fun.
Pull. Pull.
You're making it too fun.
All right. Dial it back.
Sorry, I don't have any more.
No worries. All right, well, I'll go. I see some more stuff to pull.
All right. Oh, and I haven't been checking to see if you guys have been leaving any questions. So let's see if I can figure out how to do that with my fingers in rubber gloves. Nope. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know how to do that. I'll change my filter. I don't want to do that. Well, maybe over here. Let's see. Live chat.
Lambrusco drinkers.
All right. Finally. Okay, Ellen Mooney. So much work. What we say is troppo lavoro. Too much work. But I mean, this is kind of fun. This part is kind of fun. Truthfully, the guys who have removed all the flooring and all the stuff that we had to remove, they've been doing the hard work. We're just being fun detectives for today. And wow, it's really interesting. I love that they saved this white tile in case they needed it. Save it in any kind of rosato di lambrusco, ambientazione naturale. So rosato and brandy. I just don't understand why they didn't just. Again, I don't know what times these were. I don't know what situation was at the time of this. Sorry, that's moving. I'm trying to click this finger and get the live chat here. All right. Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
What's wrong?
This can of paint, I don't know if it's welded to the wall or something. It might be 1,000 pounds.
Painted to the wall?
It's
Okay.
like-
Well, don't hurt yourself. You know, a sledgehammer and somebody else's muscle can help move that.
Drew. Yeah.
Do you want to? Okay, go ahead.
More
It's more of the
broken
white
tile.
Oh, more of the kitchen tile.
I would pull this box out, but I think the box is broken.
Yeah, probably. More new kitchen tile and old kitchen tile. I want to find one piece of the Cimentino tile to show you what it is we are. This is tile that is definitely dated and not great tile. You know, just what you would go and pick up at Tile World in the U.S. or whatever tile place you have near you, and one French pencil. Do that because you always need a French pencil. But we're dying to know more of the history. Our paper pile. Where did our paper pile go? Oh, it's behind the wood pile. Because a lot has happened in Sicily. You know, also Italy hasn't been a country, using my air quotes, for that long. And we don't know when this house was built. It was in the 1800s, but we don't know if it was early, mid, late. And things going on. And there were world wars and interesting things. How you doing? You look hot and sweaty. Yeah. All right. So, Matt, how about I give them a little tour of the room?
Okay. Go for it.
Let me grab our little. Oh, I did put the little light in here, didn't I? Where did I put the little light? Oh,
You definitely did.
I did. I definitely did. Okay. We've got a little light so you guys can see in there. Plug the charging power. Okay. You've been patient enough. So I'm going to give you a look at what we've done. So that was already here. This was already here. We've added all of this lighter tile. We've got plastic tile, glass pile. Sorry, plastic pile, glass pile. And then a few keeps, some chunks of marble, stuff like that. Okay, so let's take a look in here. So this house only had 2 bathrooms. One was in a guest house built recently, but it had like 8 sinks, so many sinks. So we think it's possible this was used to do laundry. It's possible that this was used for cleaning like meat, or if like they raised rabbits or something, they would clean that in here. So we're not sure, but this is what we're talking about. Whoa, sorry guys. That was tightened on the thing, but it just slipped. It didn't fall out, just the hinge moved. So it's just like a lot of little bits of stuff. And Matt's done a good job getting a lot of it out. More of that compile. Looks like we got more pieces of glass back here.
Yep.
And this was the shaft that we discovered. And that we show you yet because I don't have the light situation for that, but we do know that that existed, and we want to go down there at some point. Not today, because this is the ladder we think they used, and we're not quite sure that would hold a child. You can see they have wired this at some point for electricity. And yeah, and there's a window I think has been closed for 1 billion years. So maybe that's one goal, Matt, is we can see if we can get to that window to get it open. And looks like maybe a kitchen cabinet at some point. Never waste anything. They took it down and used it in here. I mean, who doesn't have a father or a father-in-law or an uncle who has got an old workshop? Sorry, tripping over a hose. Yeah. Who has an old workshop that doesn't have kitchen cabinets. That's a little worried. I'm going to kill myself on this hose, and you know what? I'm a little worried too.
Yeah, or just get yourself tetanus.
Yeah, on a hose? Probably not.
No, but on any of the other metal pieces that are
all right.
maybe there. Pigeon nest, some other nest.
I don't know. That's weird.
It is definitely an animal nest.
You think?
Feels like it. It was over in the corner. I mean, it's very clean.
It is super clean. I mean, they did have animals here, so I don't know if something just collected little pieces, but like there's no extra string. It's all straw.
They did have rabbits in a variety of these little.
I think the rabbits came after. They wouldn't have, but not that the bird cared about that. Natural elements. I guess paper and plastic. This looks like a bike rim.
Yep, or something.
I keep wanting to show you guys up here. Oh, let me show you where you were hanging out. So this is the, okay, Matt's going to hand this back to me now that my feet are safely on the ground. This is the little shrine. Thank you. I was letting them see it all. And that's where the paintbrush was, sitting on this. There also is this tiny little cross. So Matt is pretty sure when we first saw this house, there was something in this, but right? Didn't you say that you thought you saw something in this, and then we came back for another showing, they were like, oh, we probably should have taken that out, and they took it out.
It was definitely full of dust and debris. I mean, I think I spent 20 minutes clearing out dust, and then sometime a week or two later, then you spent 20 minutes thinking that nothing had been done to it.
So we'd like to keep this, not necessarily here. If I back up, I'm going to move over here just so they can see more of the, basically what we're doing is pausing for a sweat moment, a sweat on the end of my nose. Oh, guys. All right, you're on a gimbal, but it's just not tightened. Sorry about that. Okay, so you're on a mezzanine, but there's higher terrace up there. This piece here, this little bridge, it already has, you can't see it, but it's already been mostly demolished. Let me show you that. Because that was added later and it was eroding through the concrete, and
it's also not tall enough. It was only about 5 foot, 5 foot.
What Matt said.
5'7".
Yeah. So like, Matt, just go stand over there so they can really understand. So trying to make this look real. So Matt for sure had to duck, and I could get under if I had a big enough hairdo for protection. But yeah, our entire family would have to duck. Listen, I've got a nephew, Nate. I don't know if you're going to come visit at some point, but he's like 6'9", 6'10". Anyway, it does keep us from going from one terrace to the other, but it was too low. It needed to come down and be redone anyway. And when we take that off, you can see the sea right there, and that's pretty fantastic. And then underneath this, if you look way down, the guys put some stuff over it to protect it while they threw all this down. There is a fish pool, fish pond, fish
koi pond.
yeah, or could it, we thought maybe it was a fountain, but we've talked to we've actually met the great granddaughter of the man who built this. She's a lovely woman. She kind of found us after seeing one of our videos, and she's been telling us stories. Again, she's the great granddaughter of the man who built this, and I'm not going to tell you how old she is, but she has not reached a century, and she's more than 50 years old. She's something in there. But I can barely remember my great grandfather's apartment, and I knew him when he was 8, and I can't remember that far. So she remembers like sort of the childhood magic of this place, and the stories that have been told. But they built it, and she also told me that the space down here they used like a refrigerator because they didn't have refrigerators, or electricity wasn't, like they would keep wine down there, and probably the fruit they grew here and stuff. Yeah. So how are you doing on the sweating? You should hydrate. Do you hydrate?
I've not.
I got to be the hydration police too. So you just pop this up here. I'll do that for you.
Okay. I was gonna try to do it without like.
Well, don't put that part in your mouth. Go ahead.
Right.
We're not filming you, Matt. It's okay. He's drinking off camera. Okay. So yeah. So this is our mezzanine. It's a very small thing, but we're trying to decide. We'd like to keep this little guy here. We've had lots of thoughts. I don't want to get fish because there may be times when we go back to the States that we would rent out this house. Because I want as many people to enjoy this as possible, and I want to be able to go to the States for, maybe the month of hot August and see my family and see our girls. And I don't want to worry about, it feels not appropriate to leave pets behind, even koi fish. So I'd have to get a caretaker to come caretake them. But maybe a fountain, maybe a garden in there, and then a fountain out of it. Oh, no, I'm taking suggestions. Feel free to leave suggestions. And so I was saying about this, we don't want to keep this here because it's just kind of in the way, but I do want to keep it. It is, it does still have a cross on it. But I don't want to offend anybody, but my daughter studies Greek and Latin and archaeology and stuff, and I would love to put in, and this place is very well known for its, not our house, but this island, for its Greek roots. So I'd love a Greek god or goddess in here for fun or just posterity. So I don't know if we'll remove the cross so we don't offend anybody, which is important to us. But here's the problem. Okay, this is why, and I haven't been able to show this before. Sorry, there's going to be dust. So this feels like stone. I don't know enough about this, but when I squeeze this feels like stone. Could be like a limestone or something, but as I peel this paint off, can you see like how much of this is just crumbling off? I don't think the paint has always been on there. But then I'm also was looking at this today, and I can't tell, like, has this just been built with bricks and then they painted over it to make it look like one thing? But we definitely, once we start peeling this, it becomes kind of fragile. All right, what you got, Matt? Anything good?
Just a little more glass, a little bit more marble.
Got it.
A little bit more porcelain, like some kind of basin or toilet or something.
Oh, excellent. A corner of a toilet, because you never know when you might need to replace the corner of a toilet.
It might have been a full one when they put it in there.
Oh, that's true. So anyway, I'm just not sure but I love it. I mean, I love these Corinthian things. I don't know. So what we've told people is that we told our crew that let this just stay for right now. We haven't really finalized our plans here on this mezzanine. Let's see what we've got. Let me talk to them. I need somebody to help translate so we can talk about this material. If this is something I can fill in, and then we repaint it, it keeps it, but then it's not old anymore. I don't know. But
where's the styrofoam panel?
Styrofoam is in, I think that bag is our indefensible and undesirable irreplaceable bag of things we don't know how to throw away. Wow. So yeah, maybe. So here's part of a sink. Another part. We can just play puzzles. Interesting. I wonder if you'll keep finding more. You want to see if we can find all of it?
Well, I think that piece over there that I put on top, that's
of the toilet.
It looked vaguely toilet-like, but I don't think it actually is.
Let's see. All right. Yes, Abby. I was thinking a little Persephone statue. Of course, that's where I was going. So maybe she stays for a little bit. Maybe it stays for a while. I don't know. Everybody seems to love it, and I love it too. So I don't know. We'll see. All right, guys. I'm going to put you back into the shrine. You're special today. You are our icon of the day. And I am going to go back to helping Matt here. Okay, I'm going to hydrate, and then I'm going to go to helping Matt. Oh, I'm going to show them some of this glass. So,
Interesting.
That is interesting. Okay, so again, we're finding more of these. So for us in the States, we'd think this is probably like, I think maybe the gasolines have to be red US, but it has a big 5 on it, so it probably means something. Per alimenti. I'm sorry, my Italian isn't good enough to know what that means. I mean, I know it means for something, but this is probably a water holder, pitcher. Okay, we've got another burlap bag. Let's see. Whoa. Numbers on it, no writing. I'll put that with the natural materials. I do have a mask here. If this gets bad, I will use it. Styrofoam. That's styrofoam and the mask. Okay, here's what I wanted to show you. So this is vintage glass. Not super old, but vintage. And part of the reason I'm tempted to save this is that when we were in Catania, there was a DEI maker fair, and it was one of the best sort of craft art fairs I've ever been to in my life. There was something I wanted at every, and I've been to a lot of them, at every booth. They're really, really talented artisans. But this one woman who my daughter bought a piece from, my other daughter, Becky, used some vintage glass. And so I'd like to just find her and get this to her. So she used regular stained glass and stuff too, but it was fun to see this. And when you know like where it comes from, or can I get her to make us something with this? That's an interesting thing. All right, Matt, I'm putting the glass in with all the glass, but let's, oh, these guys are little tiny chips. I don't know why they saved this. Again, they must just not have had a way to get rid of the glass.
Well, or they put it away.
They put it away whole?
Badly and whole. And
that could be. That could be.
I was stepping on a board that was under. So.
Oh, goodness.
I've also got these guys here.
Okay, awesome. Oh, so, okay, you know this is an old glass. You know why? It doesn't say IKEA on the bottom. IKEA is like the Walmart Target here for everybody on the island. That's hilarious. Not that IKEA is that old.
The old saw
I
blade.
thought you were handing me a record player. There also are a ton of these in there. And again, I just don't know. Did they not have a way to get rid of them? They're like, oh, if we're desperate, we'll use these. Oh.
Sure, what this piece?
That is
Sandstone.
a piece of stone. It's
a couple other, smaller pieces of it.
Non lo so. Interesting. Oh, itchy nose, wet nose. Okay, thank you. You're doing an excellent job, Matt. I think one of these might be marble, though. That's marble. That is kind of stone we don't keep. Oh, here's the rest of that chair. That is hilarious. Okay. Earlier, you watched before, there was a chair that had the other part of it. And this has been eaten away. It's actually funny to show you. I don't know. Do you guys like this nerdy stuff like me? Okay. So this had some peg construction. And it's like, I mean, you can see the woodworm, which I assume is what this is. But inside here, it's like the worms liked the taste of the glue that was being used in that most. Because it's totally eaten, especially this one. Isn't that crazy?
Jen, where's the plastic?
Plastic collection is right here.
Right, duh.
It's okay. I didn't say that. You said it. Okay. Oh. I wonder if we can Murphy's oil this. Here's the paintbrush.
And also the thing that it was under it. It feels like a cooking.
Hmm.
You know, like
I don't know. It looks like it reminds me of what would be on top of a minnow can. What do you think, guys? What is this? Well, I'm gonna put this aside so we take a picture of it. We can let people guess. And this
it's also the brazier kind of stuff that
brazier,
they do. Whatever they call what they heating with.
Yeah. I think it starts with a C. Yes, I know what you're talking about. Guys, do you remember what that's called? So there's a thing they put on like the kitchen table. It would have coals in it, and it is what they use for warmth. And obviously, only when it has, you know, the people sitting around it. That's all you need. Unless, of course, you're the one who's cold and not invited everybody else. Oh, there's a whole flippin' log in there, Matthew.
Yeah, watch out for the nails.
Wow.
I don't know where to put it.
Why?
Getting it out there is helping.
Is so fascinating. All right, I'm just gonna throw it over there. More plastica. More plastica. Let's see. Do you guys have any questions for me? I don't know. Live chat. I don't know why it won't keep this open, guys. All right. Yeah, so I mean, these are obviously boxes that they probably went in full, and they're like, oh, we'll save that box, and then they left, sold the house, whatever. We see the rears of the house and more chair legs and some inheritors of the house. We bought this house from a family of 11 people, or 11 people from the same inherited this house. And more sink. Oh, wait, I forgot we weren't throwing the sink. Oh, well. Because you never know when you're going to need a tree branch. Brush. It's interesting that everybody just buys their rooms in pieces. You don't buy a whole room here, even now. I don't know if that was interesting to you or not. We'll put that with plastic, this with glass. What else you got? Anything else interesting?
Glass.
Oh, more glass. All right. I wish we had any kind of a lightweight cleaner we could put those little pieces in. Okay, a Fauci Giuseppe Fu Andrea Spadafora. Well, we're gonna have to look that one up. Don't you wish we knew Italian better, guys? So, what does this look like? I don't know. It looks like some parts were sheared off, but this, maybe their little lip. It looks, could it have been like fancy roof tile? Maybe? It is beautiful. I don't have money to reproduce this, so we're going to go with the standard roof tile, but And people do really interesting things with these roof tiles. I don't have a want or need to, but we'll hold on to this so I can look up part. You're doing good, Matt. You're finding treasures.
We have an open window.
The window is open.
Yep, which gives us a little bit nicer breeze
Lighting?
through.
Oh, good. Oh, even better than lighting. Let's see. Ah, bravissimo. With broken windows. È perfetto. Oh, is there a lot of Etna? Sabbia dell'Etna in there?
I'm not sure what that is.
We need a shot just to dig to see what the floor is in there. You know?
Yep.
Um,
And I think masks. When you start
masks
getting
for
down,
doing that. Yeah. So,
it's actually
yep.
just powdered pigeon shit or something.
Matthew, watch your language. That wasn't very appropriate.
You marked it as not safe for kids. You have a little mustache going.
A dirt mustache or a...
Yes.
Ah, thank you. I have to look close at you guys to see if my dirt mustache is gone. Okay. I think what happened is it was a sweat mustache and then the dirt just flies. Stuck to it.
All right. Shall I go look for a
For what?
shovel?
Ah, sure. So, let's see. And while he looks for a shovel, for those of you who just walked in, oh no, you found us at the abandoned Sicilian Palazzo. If you don't follow us already, we are Americans who somehow accidentally bought a 31-room Italian palazzo built sometime in the 1800s, probably mid 1800s, give or take 10 or 20 years. We're under construction, but it's August, so it's Ferragosto, which means that our team is on vacation, and we're excited about that. And we mostly try to stay out of their way when they're here. I come in to film and do stuff, but it's a lot of hard work. We've been doing demo, and you can go to our YouTube site and watch some other videos if you like this. Is it easier if I open this for you?
Yes.
And we bought this in November, and we have like good heavy duty things, especially for crazy stuff, but we want to make sure we use them when we need them right now. And it's about 93 degrees
I think it's not
outside.
hot today.
Okay.
No.
It's hot, but it is once you're working and you're working in a small enclosed case. So Matt is going to, gonna just find like a spot. What do we got? Oh, only 86. What does it feel like? I know we're in the shade. It feels fantastic in the shade. Okay, so here's a good find. So fun. And these were, even though it took us a while to pull these out, these were like just inside the door along with a pigeon carcass. And when I say carcass, I mean like it had dehydrated out from inside. I didn't know what it was at first. It was just like the shell, like a cicada shell of a pigeon. But you guys probably can figure that out. Okay, that goes with plastics. Rubbers go with plastics? I'm not sure. Okay, so you're just going to go find, what is this? That's interesting. Oh, maybe tar? Maybe they tarred something at some point. All right, in with the tiles. Okay, don't work too hard.
Nope.
But like, see if you can sort out what's on the ground.
Okay. Can I maybe have one of the guys back? Because we can use that as a container.
Yes.
And you're asking for a container.
Yes. Oh, you know what? This big one here is maybe our lightest and emptiest. Take that.
I can try. It's also. So.
Well, just put it on the side and shovel stuff into it. Yep. Give it a try. Okay. So we've been finding all sorts of fun stuff. We've got a toilet. We've got a sink broken in pieces. We got a whole sink in there. And we're on the mezzanine of this palazzo. Done most of the demo, and we're starting to restructure the walls because the first thing we have to do, sounds weird, is put the roof on. To put the roof on, we have to strengthen the wall, put more roof on than was on it. We're going to put a watertight membrane, which is really like a metal roof like we put on in the States. And then we're going to put, we're going to take all the tiles off that are now on there, and they're full. Beautiful old tiles with like a lot of patina. And, okay, sorry, I want to see Sarah's, yes, Sarah, you were right. It's August. It's too hot to work in Sicily. But it's not too bad a day. We've only been working for maybe an hour. We only probably have an hour left in us. So, and we're in the shade of our own house right now, which is making it very pleasant. It can get very hot here in Sicily, guys. Not last year, before. It had the highest record temp of 124 degrees. Highest recorded record temp in Europe, I believe, is what they put together to name that record. And Matt's moving more than I am. We're barely moving. Like we're lifting. Some things are heavy, but it's more just like shuffling stuff out of this room. How's it looking, Matt?
Looking good. Coming together. I don't know what it is, but might be interesting.
This looks like an old People magazine of whatever time this was. Oh my goodness. Okay. So I'm not even going to try. You can see it was some kind of magazine that many things have enjoyed eating, and just basically water. That's hilarious. Okay, that goes in with our paper. I've gone off tangents, guys, while I wait for Matt to just shovel a hole for us. But yeah, so if you just come, you're looking sort of to the main house part, and behind you is, on the first floor, is the guest house. It's really all one big building, but at some point they closed up some outdoor spaces and added on and made it all like a guest wing. So when this was last in use, there was a gentleman renting that part. There was a woman living in the first floor down here, and that was turned into regular living space. Usually a ground floor isn't used for living space, but they had converted it, added a bathroom. There was a shower in the kitchen and a toilet outside in one of the outside rooms. It's a little interesting, but that was also when she moved in 50, 60 years ago. So it was a little different time and place. All right, what you got?
Oh, I mean, it's just...
You have like blackware, all of your dust. I'm glad you had that.
Yeah, it's super
right,
dusty,
well,
and it was also weird. It was like there's a bunch of black. I mean, you can kind of see in this debris here.
See?
There was a fire of, like they made.
Yeah, maybe they dumped out ashes in something, or maybe we've dumped out ashes in something.
Or maybe they had a brazier inside of there, or
Could
maybe
be.
they.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's definitely stone floor.
I think this is a toilet.
Valve.
Not the valve, but I don't know, is that a valve? It's the balloon that rises up. Doesn't feel like a valve per se. But could be. I don't remember. I can normally fix minor toilet problems in the US, but I cannot do it at all here yet. Besides, some of the stuff is in the wall. Okay, so I would show them that in a minute, but I can still see the dust flying.
Yeah, it needs another minute.
I'm going to...
There's also a very large beetle of some kind.
Still alive?
Yeah.
Oh, fun!
Walking up
live beetles, you gotta love live beetles. Gotta love a live beetle. Okay, so let's see. Let's see if we've got any more questions. I think we're just saying shower at the beginning. Oh, did you purpose? Oh.
Yeah, I jumped a little off face.
Okay.
Intentionally. I don't know what I can wash myself off with now. But.
Hold on. I'm going to use your sleeve if that's okay with you.
Sure.
Oh my goodness. One side and the other side. Always wear a mask and hydrate. Or if you like drinking the water, splashed on your face so you can wear a mask. Okay. I have removed all of the liquid that I have had to drink through sweating in my hands. Sarah, this is the thing you can't do. We can't wear rubber gloves, latex gloves in the summer. You just sit here and they get sweaty. which makes sense. All right, so how far do you want to take this today? Do you want to get any of the stuff off of that cupboard at all, or are you feeling like you're at a spot to stop?
I could stop now. I could take it a bit further, and I think.
And if you feel like you've gone in every corner that we might have good Cimentino tiles sitting.
I mean, I think the only place I looked is there's a second cabinet there on the left. It's currently blocked by the massive marble slab.
Yeah.
So I can't recall what's in that one.
Okay, that would be good if we could move that.
Where do you want? Like, bring it out?
Yeah. Can we just put it like here against the stairs? If you give me the second. What? No?
I'm sure we can. I don't know if it won't be broken. Yeah, at some point, but.
Okay, well, we can put it somewhere else. I was just going to put it somewhere for the guys to move it some. Oh, sorry about the sound. Everybody turn your sound down. That's just great. Okay.
All right, ready?
Yep.
It's a monster.
Yeah, I know. There you go. Yep. You might want to pull the bottom out a little bit more. There you go. Wiggle it. Okay, cool. All right. One of the things is we think that this marble table may have been used in there for like butchering or, gosh, what do you call it up a fish? It's not butchering then. Anyways, because it has sort of like a drain board for it. All bottles, okay. Oh, but why? Well, I know they'll use bottles. They would use bottles to like rebottle things. They wash them. By the way, stereotypical statements about Sicilians, they are incredibly clean people. You come at me for that one. It's great. I feel insufficient in my methods of cleaning. I never have before, but they are fantastic housekeepers, cleaners, blah, blah, blah. So I can definitely would have reused wine bottles. Why would you buy it? Why would you throw this out when you could just... So that could be what it is, and those were just left at some point when one family left. Goodness.
Yeah, no, there's probably...
Okay, we're just sticking those there, but if you just want to set them on the ground, I will move them.
Okay.
So as I was saying, there was somebody that was living downstairs, the nonna, or the vice nonna, which is a great grandmother of a woman, and then the family that inherited the house was living upstairs, or some part of the family was living upstairs on the main part, and then there was a gentleman living in the guest house. So it has at some point been broken up into sort of 3 apartments. We're sort of making it into one house that has a place to close off the guest house. So our family can stay there if we have like extended family here that wants the guest rooms, or that wants their own space, or whatever. Or we've got lots of ideas for the guest house. We are going to live there first because it's going to take us, as Sarah said, or as Ellen said, a lot of time to finish this renovation. We're talking probably a year to 18 months to just restructure and get the roof on. And that sounds like a long time, but it is, because it's Sicilian. So the famous saying here is piano piano, which is slowly, slowly. And part of that is because it is too hot to move in Sicily, so your job, one thing done a day, and that might be cleaning your house immaculately. But also construction here is wet construction. This is how our architect described it to us. Versus in the US, it's dry. Yes, you still tape your joints. Tape and plaster your joints is not plaster. Sorry, my brain isn't working in English anymore. But that's like in a couple hours or in the day, right? Where paint sets up and cures in 48 hours. Here, every time they pour cement for a floor or pour, like you really need like 28 days, 4 weeks for it to cure before you really want to be doing stuff to it. Dry enough to walk on? Yeah, much sooner than that. but not necessarily dry enough to work on. We have good friends, the King family, and we've got 2 videos so far of their palazzo in a town called Milo, also here in Etna. And their palazzo is a little younger than ours. Oh, what is that? Huh.
Statue.
Yeah, some kind of, looks a little bit like a tiki cup, except that it's not. Definitely was some kind of statue. Well, bonus points if you find us to that later, Matt. So this will be our little statue in our little shrine that you guys are sitting in right now. Oh my God.
Not sure we recycle underwear.
Do we put that with the bra that we found in the oven?
Yeah.
We found a bra in the oven. We put it back in the oven, and then they started doing construction, so we haven't pulled it out yet. Underwear on the mezzanine, bra in the oven. What was I talking about? What was I talking about?
I don't know, but if you're out there and you understand why that's in there, then please write in. I'm sure there's a story.
Or if you don't know, but you have a good story, make something up. Oh goodness, I was telling a good story, Matt. I'm sure it was enlightening. Anybody paying attention to it, leave me a comment to tell me what I was just talking about. You don't understand what this room is. Okay. We don't know either. So we're on the mezzanine. I'm going to pull this out again. Why? Because I can. Okay. So I'll give you a little tour. That, if we can go in, I think the camera will adjust. That is a door. And then you come up these stairs, and this is a mezzanine. You can keep going upstairs. And you would go up to the main floor, also known as the nobile, the noble floor, the floor that people usually lived on. Other stuff was done down below. So we're on a mezzanine. This is the first walk outside from inside the house. And there's a bridge because you can go up to the upper terrace. So the dining room you're looking at above Matt's head. And they put this bridge on at some point later. We're taking the bridge back off so you can see the sea. So this was some kind of utilitarian room. What it started as, we don't know. Matt, I'm going to go in and just point out the, I'm going to grab my light here. I'm going to point out, when I was going through here and I moved that big piece of marble Matt just moved, I saw that there is this shaft in the ground. And we have since stuck a camera down there with a light, and we know that it's like a big round room. But let me show you now that Matt's got the window open for the first time in probably 50 years. There is a sink here. There's a faucet. So it's not just like, that's just where they put an old sink. They washed something here. It could be, it could have been for laundry at one point. There's also a laundry, sort of big sink downstairs, sort of outside. Maybe they did laundry outside in the summer and inside, not sure. But we were told by the great-granddaughter of the man who built this that that room down there was used as like a cold storage. But it's very cool, and we didn't know it was there. There was a big piece of marble over that. So we don't know exactly what this was, but it's become the junk drawer of the house. So everything that we found in here, old drums, old saw blades. Oh my goodness, what is this? It's like an old rug, a pair of underwear. Some of the things that we found in here today. We're really going to have to send the builder an apology. Before they get back, we got to set up a little refrigerator with some beer in it, I think. But yeah, so we're not quite sure. I want to show you this piece of marble too that I was just talking about, because it looks like it was carved. If you look down at the bottom, if this side was up to drain off liquid. So very much like what we use for like a turkey when we would carve a turkey after it's been cooked. But yeah, so it could be that they came out here and this is where they would butcher their own food or cut up their food or fish or whatever. We are only that far away from the sea. But what's astounding is that it is so low. So I'm tall for for Italian, but I'm only 5'9.5". But it's taller once you go through this door, but only like this tall. So, and I guess if you're doing laundry, you're going to be bent over anyways. But we should at some point measure this. Oh, I do have a tape measure. Let's see. Let's see how tall this is. Matt, do you feel like measuring for me? I know you were taking a
totally,
rest. I apologize.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
I'm here for you. But I mean, ultimately, like, you know, I don't think the height of this was designed so much as like it's the height of the
right.
Yeah.
They decided to have a place here because this is where you can leave the mezzanine down to the garden. There is a beautiful garden, It is, and it's surrounded. We have almost like a whole block of land behind this. Where our property ends is the street behind us, and there's a big, like, 3-story tall retaining wall that holds in our land. What do you think, Matt?
So the opening is 4'8".
4'8".
And inside.
Inside, drum roll.
66 inches, so 5'6".
So it's 5'6". Do you hear that, Becky and Abby? If you're watching, you could still do wash in here for me. So this will be your laundry room. But we're going to use this as a mechanical room. But I want to be able to get to this room. So there's a room below us. That's where that shaft goes. And it's like a curved space. And I want to be able to get into it. We're going to have to get just like a straight ladder to get down to it. Poor Matt. Matt, I don't know if you're allowed to stop for ice cream. I might have to go in and get it for you. Next time we bring you 2 shirts.
2 shirts.
Two shirts. It is very hot, and he's doing 3 times the work that I am. But you know what's going to feel great? A cold shower. You know what we haven't had? We haven't had for 16 days? We haven't had any warm showers because we haven't had gas for 16 days. Very exciting living here in Sicily. But if you've got anybody new on right now, what we're doing is just cleaning out this room, which probably was some sort of utilitarian room for the main house. Could have been a laundry. It could have been something else. Things have changed over time. This room here is the dining room, but that didn't exist when this was built. So they just make use of this space and say, oh, well, that's what this could be. They've repurposed a kitchen cabinet, it looks like, in there. It looks like it was just put in there and used for storage, not like attached. So I don't know exactly what this is used for. But because it's Ferragosto, which is the August holiday, and our builders are off for 2 weeks, we knew we could be in here. And because they already had a lot of this stuff is the stuff they've taken off. And if you look up on there, they've got a lot of rubbish to still remove, and we're paying for its removal. But now they didn't have to go in there and pull all of this out, and we got to like pick out what we wanted. What'd you find?
I don't know. Feels like something people writing dates on a like who did the chores on last on that date or something.
Interesting. It actually looks almost like there was carbon paper on here.
Yeah.
I wonder if it was like a check register or something, because this is like, is this important to know? Absolutely not. Is it fun to know? Absolutely for me. I don't know about for anybody else watching this. So we're still trying to piece together the history of this place. Our ceilings, I'm actually going to just run up because some people might be watching this that haven't seen. Matt, I'll be right back.
Okay.
I was going to go show them a little sneak peek at the ceiling so that if they haven't been here, they know to go watch our other videos. So now we're inside and we're going upstairs. A lot of the floors have been taken out, or at least the tiles. And this is going to be our family room. I'm going to walk very carefully because it has this wire mesh on it because they're going to be pouring a cement. But the part that's magical is the ceilings. So I'm going to go slow here. Okay. So you can see it's a pretty fantastic room. And then they actually have taken the full floor out underneath our bedroom and bath. So I'm going to really go slowly because there's no floor and I could fall all the way downstairs. See? But this one is also, oops, pretty cool. So what we have here is Archimedes and the mirror in the Siege of Syracuse. And then over here, oh, sorry guys, don't mean to make you seasick. Underneath this roof will be our bathroom. So we got some beautiful, beautiful ceilings here. It's going to take us forever. We've pulled the stucco off of these walls because they're going to reinforce them. Did you need something, Matt? Or are you just checking in on me?
Just okay. Watching so you don't fall down.
Or watching me fall down. It's a funny way to walk, and you have to watch every step. Yeah, so they've taken this off, and down there you can see they've already put the mesh on the walls. It's a smaller square mesh than what they put on the floor. The stuff on the walls is galvanized iron, and the stuff on the floor is called black iron or ungalvanized iron. So they'll be reinforcing the walls because we're going to put so we're going to put a more modern roof on underneath the tiles. Oh, I was telling them at some point about the tiles. They're going to take off all the old tiles and then put on like a metal waterproof ceiling, well, roof. And maybe it is too hot. And then we'll put the tiles back on, so it'll still look like an old-fashioned roof, but it won't leak like an old-fashioned roof. Yeah, and so you go in through here. This is going to be so have we seen Il Gattopardo? We have actually been on the set.
Yes.
They set up the set. We have, but we haven't seen it yet. No. It's on our list, and I have the book as well, but it's in storage because it's on my list to read, and I've got it in English so I can understand it first. But when we lived in Syracuse for our first year in Ortigia, they set it all up as a set, like for a week.
Now they're filming it for, I can't remember, Netflix or?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, one of the streaming services is having a new version of Gattopardo.
So we're looking forward to that at some point. But yeah, so we've done room by rooms, which are videos of all of these rooms, most of them. We still have my daughter's room, which is not this one, but the next one. We've got a dining room up here. I guess I could show them. Let's go into the dining room. You know why? Because it's cooler up here. Ooh, sorry, I'll just give you guys a close-up of my forehead. You can see they're ready to put more flooring down because they need to do that here. All right, so now we're in the dining room. So you guys, we had the camera set up in that shrine. We just came in and around and up. And this is the dining room added. And sorry guys, I don't know if I can actually flip during live. This had a painted ceiling that was painted later because this was added later. Below us, we believe there was building that they probably used for a terrace, and at some point they built a dining room on top of it. And then on top of this, they built a roof and a terrace on top. So you can do a 360 on the terrace up there. Not today, it's too hot, sorry guys. And then we think, sorry, I'm just turning around, that this room maybe was the dining room because the next room over was the kitchen. That still has a lot of rubble to be taken out. And they'll basically work on removing this rubble when they don't have the supplies they need to move forward. They'll go backwards and take stuff. So I don't know if you're new here, you haven't seen my videos, but I'm slowly working. You can see over here, I've been working to remove this paint. We found out that this is like covered in brass accents. We're going to clean that all up. It'll be black with the brass accents when it's all done and restored. We won't use it. It's the pipes and stuff. It would have to be totally rebuilt. But we will probably sort of somehow put inserts into all openings so that we can use it for storage. And it'll have probably like a butcher block table on countertop. And the rest of this will be the new kitchen. It used to be a bathroom. You can see the toilet is still, sorry, this is backwards for me. Toilet is still over there underneath that pile, and the laundry room was here. Just a hallway straight to that door, but now it's all open. We're still figuring out the complete layout for this. It had a little bit of an arched roof. It kind of looked like there was a boat, a turned boat in our ceiling. Anyway, that's the inside. So lots of here, if you haven't been to our channel before, give it a look, because we have videos on all this stuff. Here in the dining room, I think we've decided that we're going to clean this stone up and seal it. And so like it's not cleaned up here, but it is cleaned up here. And seal it because it's got beautiful rows of terracotta bricks and lava stone, and it goes all the way around. So these two walls will remain rustic, and the other two walls we are going to clean up a little bit. We'll remove the blue. This means don't demo, and that means demo. We'll clean up these walls, and I think I'm going to paint a landscape mural over these two walls that will include Etna and all the way around to Taormina, because you can see those from our thing. Anything you would add, Matt?
I was just going to have you step outside and you can point at Taormina.
Oh, the real Taormina, not the vision of Taormina. Okay, oh man, good view of Taormina today. Okay, whoa, okay, now I just walked into the sun. You're welcome, Sarah. Okay, so out here, now I can't see the screen, is Taormina, going closer to the sea, and then Casa Mola, that way.
And then you can just barely make out Calabria.
Yeah, so it's a little hazy past where you clearly see the land. If you look just past that, we can see it. We can see Calabria on the other side. So we can see all the way to, and we're looking up towards Messina in this direction. We're in the province of Catania. Yeah, but we have this beautiful garden all to ourselves. So this part is the guest house. That's the neighbor's house. So they border us on one side, and the other three sides are ours. This is grapevines on top of a camellia tree. Where there's a Nespole or loquat tree stuck in the middle of a whole bunch of pine trees. Palm trees. This is the temporary impromptu little pulley system for them to get some of the garbage down. You can see what they've taken out and what they're saving, all of our antique floors. This jasmine over here on the stairs, we cut that all the way down to pretty much nothing last year. It's very, very happy here. And then grapevines up there. So I can't wait. We're going to have a pool. Like I said, piano, piano, very slowly. We'll eventually get there. And now I can actually go down these stairs right back to where we were. Matt, is there anything else you want to say? I mean, I think we're kind of at a point to stop. And all of those of you who are watching this later, leave comments. I'm going to come back and check on these, see if people leave questions or comments. Oh, sorry, I'm playing with the mic. That was annoying. I apologize. So this is the first time doing a live like this. Looks like we got people through the whole, oh my gosh, like hour and a half. You made it much more fun mentally for us, I think, and we hope you enjoyed it. Please leave us a comment below and let us know if you like this. There are other projects we could work on, but like we can do without makeup and without other stuff if you don't care. I think maybe it's fun. I would want to watch this. So if you're crazy like me and you enjoyed this, let us know. Let us know if there's something you more like live. We have to keep telling you where we are if you pop in the middle of this. Thank you for helping us make this better. This is like the long goodbye. We just love this place so much. We accidentally bought it. The connection is bad. Sorry about that. Sorry. We'll work on getting that better. And hopefully my recording will be good, so we'll upload it. We can try some internet here as well. But I don't feel feel like I deserve this house, and so to be able to do that, I need to share it. So thank you for letting me share it today, and thank you for coming to our place in Sicily and joining us for our first working live. Matt was skeptical, but I enjoyed it. Did you enjoy it? Did you end up enjoying it, Matt?
I did end up enjoying it. I don't know if it's good TV or not. You'll have to tell us if it's good TV
All right.
or if it's...
Yeah. So give us a thumbs up if it's good TV, and if it's not good TV, you can just write Matt's right in the comments. Thanks, everybody. It was great to have you along for our of the room that hides the mystery room underneath. And we'll see you next week with